Right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Wakakadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. The last one Gadash on the tongue, and I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, while Akim Akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit down lesson that I want to bring out, as we've been seeing, as of lately, we've been seeing more and more pushing, everything's been digital nowadays, the digital dollar, digital ID, digital wallet, digital currency, the Bitcoin, stable coin, cryptocurrency, everything is being digital. And they're going to implement the RFID chip as well, too, which is part of the RFID, radio frequent identification, because we've been having what you call it over there in the UK, Starmore, the Prime Minister, not too long ago, I'll say like 2 months ago, he announced that digital ID, and over here in America they had the real ID that was implemented was like 6 months ago in the month of May. So so that's an indicator right there that we're getting closer and closer to the MOTB, which is recorded in the book of Revelations 13, verse 16 to verse 18. As we enter in this new economical system, this new digital system, because everything is digitized nowadays with the technology. So we're going to be seeing more and more pushing up this digital dollar, digital ID, digital wallet, digital currency, and on these apps. With these major companies, they're going to use these apps to have it as digital, digital banking, digital money, the digital dollar, global finance with these apps. And that's what we see in all these major companies, these businesses, and these nations around the world, 130 plus nations, leaning towards everything's being digital with the digital dollar, digital ID, digital wallet, digital currency, digital banking, digital dollar, virtual money, Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency, and the digital currencies world too. That's going to implement and use that on your apps, and because all your personal information, like your financial information, your medical information, and all your financial information, all is going to be stored in this technology device that they want to store in the upper part of your body, right part of your body, or for you to buy or sell. So we're seeing more increasing closer steps to that. I just want to add a side note to that. And this is a news article from thehill.com. And this is from technology category, published by Jordan Perkins as of November 13th, 2025 at 8:53 a.m. Eastern Time. It reads, it says that Apple launches new digital ID for passports, but shall you use it? And that's why it makes perfect sense, because you think about it, over there in the UK, they had this digital passport stamp, I believe. I believe that's digital as well too, because because it started in October, and I believe they're gonna have it last up for the next 6 months. So that's just like a preview, a preview test of what's about to come with the pushing more and more. Everything is being digital, with this digital app, especially with Microsoft. They made that announcement a couple of days ago. A couple of months ago in the year, in the early years of 2025, they mentioned that if you have like a check, you want to have a checkup, you can use it with the AI technology, with self checkup and stuff like that. Because everything is, everything with this app technology stuff. As we moving forward towards that direction, just like what Amazon they're gonna use potentially with the AI technology, with the artificial intelligence, with the AI robots, potentially replacing people on the jobs with robots. So we're looking, and we're seeing the development of these smart cities, these 15-minute cities, because everything is AI advanced, AI technology. It says Apple launches a new digital ID for passports, but shall you use it? Question mark. The tech giant Apple has rolled out a new digital ID feature, which allows users to make an ID in the wallet app using information for their U.S. passport. It says with the launch of the digital ID, we also excited to expand the way users can store and present their identity, all with the security of the privacy built-in iPhone and the Apple Watch. Jennifer Bailey, it says the Apple Pay and the Apple Wallet vice president, said in a statement. Bailey added that the team came up with the digital ID, after seeing how many users like the 2022 feature. They let users add their driver's license, state ID, to their Apple Wallet on the iPhone. Apple Watch. 12 states, Puerto Rico allows residents to add their IDs to their wallet, according to a make perfect sense. That's why, because very soon, so this is a step closer. Everything is being fully implemented of it being digital. So especially with this Neuralink, this nanotechnology, and this digital ID and digital wallet, because your hard copy of your state ID, that's going to be digital. Because the hard copy of your ID and your real ID, that's going to be the thing of the past, because it's going to be turned into digital. And that's what we're about to approach. And we're seeing signs of it, and it's starting to increase on a daily basis. It says in 12 states and Puerto Rico allow states. So like your state ID, your driver's license, your medical card, all your personal information is going to be hard copyless. It's going to be digital. They're going to have it all into one. So they store it in this RFID chip that they want to implant into your body to buy or sell with the transactions, to have more identification, because everything is digital nowadays, to allow residents to add their IDs to their wallet. According to the website, the digital ID will do beta testing at a transport security administration. It says the TSA checkpoints at more than 250 airports in the U.S. for in-person identity verification. It says domestic travel future ID usage will be tested soon, though Apple does not provide the timeline. It says the company said that the new initiative will allow people to present an ID if they don't have the real ID. It says applying driver's license or state ID. Apple said it is not a replacement for a physical passport and cannot be used for international travel. However, some advise against it, as cracking phone passcodes could become easier feat for the hackers, which could possibly put you at risk in the case of a theft or even a law enforcement, as they have technology to get into iPhones during searches. According to the data, a non-profit upturn, there are 2,000 law enforcement agencies in all 50 states across the country that have the tools necessary to search a person's iPhone in the event of an investigation. It says the Fourth Amendment protects your identity in illegal search and siege, a provision in the Electronic Communications Privacy Act, ECPA. In 1986 outlines of what law enforcement need to get anything off your phone, whether it be warrant, a court order, or subpoena. Get to that Revelation 13 chapter. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. And it calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free or bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their FOREHEDS. Right, so this is a preview to what's to come as Apple introduce, the digital ID for your Apple phone for travel for the TSA. So this is optional, right? I'll go back in there later. Okay. Come on.
Can my cousin come here?
No, y'all gotta stay in there, okay? Right, so this is that's why, as I mentioned again, we seeing more and more previews of the digital dollar, digital ID, digital wallet, digital currency, especially once this is fully implementing, of this real ID or this digital ID. So if you go to a local airport, They're gonna ask for your identification because this digital ID technology gonna be stored in your body with this RFID chip. Because you go to the airport, they're gonna scan your body, the upper part, around the part of your body, see if you got that more personal information, more verification of you. That's why they push more and more of this digital ID, digital passport, digital wallet, digital currency, Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency. So they're pushing with the RFID, CHIP chip, and with this real digital ID, that's going to be part of AI finance. They're going to scan at the TSA airport because it's going to be, this is going to be the future. Because like having a actual passport, because they're going to have a digital ID, a digital passport, and along with your real ID. So that's the direction they're leaning towards too, because everything is going to be copyless. So your passport is going to be copyless. Your passport, your state ID, your driver's license, your social security card, all that's going to be digital, because that's going to be paperless. It's going to be hard copyless. So we're leaning towards that directions. This is Revelations 13 verse 16, and it calls of all, both small and great, rich or poor, free or bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their FREHEDS. Right, so in order for you to travel to get to point A to point B, you gotta have the RFID chip that they want to implant into your body in order for you to buy or sell, to get the point A to point B, to go to a different city or a different country. This is what they're pushing for. Revelation chapter 13, verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, say that he had the charagma or the name of the SC or know his name. Right. So in order for you to buy or sell or to travel to get the point A to point B, because there's going to be a time where it says that a man should desire to go into a city and should not be able to. And that's what they're pushing forth. This extra more identification of the RFID and this digital passport and this real ID and this digital ID and this real ID. That's why we're seeing all these companies and these businesses, they are leaning towards this. Everything's being digital. So digital finance, digital banking, digital dollar, digital ID, real ID, digital currency, Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency, because everything is being digital as we lean towards that direction. And this is going to be implemented throughout the whole world. Revelations, because this is a major prophecy, that's going to come to pass, be filled of Revelations 13, verse 16 to verse 18. It says, once again, Revelations 13, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, say that he had the charagma, or the name of the BSC, or the number of his name. Revelations 13, verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him have understanding, count the number of the BSC, for it is the number of a man, and his number is SIX, 203 square SIX. So with that, hopefully this sit down, that was edifying of this recent news article from the Hill technology category from Jordan Perkins as of November the 11th, 2020. November the 13th, I meant to say. Yep, November 13th, 2025 at 8:53 a.m. Eastern Time, as it says again. Apple launch a new digital ID for passports, but shall you use it? So that shows you that we're leaning more and more of a digital society, which we're already currently in. So expect to see more previews of this, the digital ID, digital wallet, digital currency, Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency, because everything is digital and everything's going to be copyless, hard copyless, and cashless as we're leaning towards that direction. And it's going to implement the RFID chip, the Neuralink nanotechnology, and this brain chip and this RFID chip that they want to implant inside of your body to get to point A to point B or to buy or sell. And with this AI technology, smart cities and 15-minute cities right along with that as well too. So with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Wakar Kadash, and the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, in His only begotten Son, Ba'Hashem. In the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashmakadash Lotan. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim Ma'akwaf. Until next time, I would say Shalom.